coming to you from the beautiful state of Arizona. A lot of people say they enjoy looking at the different landscapes in some of my videos, so I'm shooting some of this for you guys. I hope you enjoy it. Parker, Arizona, Lake Havasu, Arizona, many parts of Arizona are just beautiful, so I hope you enjoy some of this beautiful landscape. An absolutely beautiful day here in Arizona. It's stunning, it's peaceful, and it's another reminder why we must not become complacent. This is absolutely like paradise, just this calmness. And it just reminds me that although things can be calm and peaceful, don't be fooled, don't become complacent, because there is so much happening right here in the United States of America. And one of the things I want to bring up is on Monday, the Fed had to inject another $58+ billion into the financial markets on Monday. On Tuesday, they had to inject nearly $100 billion into the financial markets. And this is another clear reminder that things are not okay. The economy is not sound. The financial institutions, the banks, are not safe, nor are they sound. And it is a reminder to every one of you to be very cautious with what is going on. Don't keep too much money in the bank. When we see this liquidity crisis not going away, the Federal Reserve having to inject billions of dollars on a daily basis, the Federal Reserve having to buy $60 billion a month of U.S. Treasury bills for 12 months. That's $720 billion of Treasury bills that the U.S. Fed will be buying more. That is more than the U.S. defense budget. And this is a clear indication that things are very wrong. Without a doubt, when this collapse hits America, you will see 60, 70% of global banks and banks right here in America go down. They will also collapse. They will be crushed. They will be destroyed. And this is why you must not be dependent on the financial system nor the financial institutions that so many people put trust in, that people put their money in, that people have their entire futures locked up in with these financial institutions, believing that everything is okay. One thing that we're going to continue to see are low rates. And again, another reminder that things are not doing that well. If this economy was strong, if things were doing well, the Fed would not be buying $60 billion of U.S. Treasury bills every month. The Fed would not be injecting hundreds of billions of dollars into the financial markets, and the Fed would not be cutting interest rates. Expect another cut at the end of this month. I believe it'll be October 30th. I believe we'll see a 25 basis point cut. And for the people out there, these trolls who tell us that this is, just fear-mongering, this is just doom and gloom, this is just an exaggeration, how come the Fed must continue to lower rates if things are so good? How come there is a liquidity crisis? How come banks are not lending to banks? There is a cash shortage within our banks. One thing I want to say is, as rates continue to get cut, a lot of people think that this is great, but it is going to continue to punish and hurt the saver. People are not being rewarded. They are being punished for being conservative, for saving money. They are being punished. And isn't it amazing, as rates continue to get cut, credit card interest rates are at all-time highs, yet nobody is a debt slave, right? It's so sad to see what's going on in America while people sleep, continue to worship athletes, drink their beer, do their drugs. It is absolutely a shame and really disheartening to see how people have just sat here, slept away, while they are just being turned into debt slaves, while their wealth is just being stolen from them right before their very eyes. Another thing I want to say is, on top of the rate cuts, it will hurt the profitability of banks with these continued rate cuts. Banks need an interest rate in order to make money when they lend money out. So I don't know how this is going to help the banking sector as we are going to 0% interest rates. We will be near 1% in 2020, if not below 1% in 2020, heading to zero. And as all this is going on, as this Fed is subservient to the markets, propping the banks up, propping the stock market up, doing everything it can to prop up the U.S. economy, things are heating up around the world, and that is coming to America. We are seeing violence and turmoil erupting in countries like Venezuela, Lebanon, Hong Kong, just everywhere. It's just endless where things are happening all over the world. France, the UK, just to name a few. But there is a whole list of countries where people are having uprisings because they want freedom, they want independence, they don't want to be debt slaves, they don't want to be controlled by globalism or these globalist central banks. And people are having uprisings now across the globe. And that is coming to America. We are going to have our own problems to deal with. And the question is, are there enough American people who even care enough to stand up for something? Enough people here in America that are willing to stand up for their rights, for independence, for free speech, to stand up against the globalists and this new world order that we're seeing take place across the world, and many countries, many of the people now standing up against it. It's sad when I see people in Hong Kong flying American flags, screaming and fighting for independence, while the typical American here, dumbed down, lazy, obese, doing their drugs, drinking their booze, watching cartoons all day, and worshiping athletes, could care less that they're being robbed, their Social Security is being robbed, their pensions are being robbed. and they just stand by and allow it to continue. Will America ever stand up for something? Will they ever put some skin in the game and stand up for something? I'm going to leave it right there. It's a beautiful day here in Arizona. Absolutely amazing. I have not seen so many American flags flying in one place than right here. I was in Havasu earlier. I'm back in Parker. We're going to hit a couple other places tomorrow, but absolutely stunning, beautiful. It is a piece of paradise. And it's a reminder that, look, there's a lot of negative things going on, but you must have balance in your life. Take a break. Enjoy what God has blessed us with. And just, take a minute, take a day to just de-stress a little bit. And it'll do you a lot of good. We must have balance in our life. Again, I've always said, don't be paranoid, just be prepared, and make sure that, you're spending time with your family, your friends, you're walking close to God. Let me ask you, is this worth fighting for? Is this country worth standing up for? Do you want to be a debt slave? Do you want your kids to be debt slaves? Do you want your country to be a debt slave? Look at this. This is beautiful. This is worth fighting for. God bless America, and God bless every one of you. Thanks for watching. Talk to you very soon.